Howdy folks, and welcome to today's bonus video, that one day of the year, although in some cases a lot of people would say it's not just one day of the year, where our favourite games developers decide to screw with us. What have they been getting up to this year? Gaijin Entertainment have always been good for April Fool's Day, and this year is no exception. This year sees the first iteration of Gaijin's long anticipated Naval Warfare Edition to War Thunder. And unlike certain other warship games, they're kicking off with the Royal Navy right from the start. Although you could argue that Sir Francis Drake's The Golden Hind wasn't actually a Royal Naval warship, it was instead an English privateer, but we're really splitting hairs at this point. It's fun, it's limited, but it's fun, and it plays surprisingly well for something that's basically been put into the game as an April Fool's joke. So, War Thunder, sailing ships, for real. Now, as a dedicated member of the PC master race, I never thought the day would come when I'd confess to being envious of the console peasants, but today is that day, because if you play World of Tanks, not World of Warships, if you play World of Tanks on the PC, I know, World of Warships, you really missed the boat on this one, pun intended. You can play TOG II sea battles. I am so jealous right now. World of Warships did tease us last year with a screenshot of a submersible TOG, but it's too late now. World of Tanks console has beaten them to it. I'm going to have to rush out and buy an Xbox. While we're on the subject of Wargaming Japan announced the release of an upcoming new title, World of Wartrains. I might actually play that if it was a real thing. Now, as for World of Warships, the first hint we had that something special was going on this year was right on the World of Warships portal, this new water effect to celebrate the jacuzzi hot tub battle mode that they've introduced for World of Warships this year, and it was streamed live on Twitch by Wargaming World of Warships community contributor Earl Grey. But you can of course play yourself. 4 of these brand new bathtub ships in a brand new bathtub map. It's Ruinberg in Jacuzzi. Yeah, I see what you did there, World of Warships. Very funny. And it's a lot of fun. I can see myself wasting a couple of hours playing this game mode while it's still active. We World of Warships players are a simple breed. Just give us toy ships, bathtubs and rubber ducks, and we're as happy as pigs in, well, you know. Yeah. The in-game events, of course, aren't the only thing that World of Warships had. They've also announced a bunch of special event signals and flags. Of particular note is the special commemorative flag, the mighty Jingles flag. It looks like an Auber to me. The mighty Jingles being mistaken in his videos since 2011. 10% chance of any spotted enemy ships being misidentified. For example, the cruiser Auber can be seen looking like a Miyoko and vice versa. Also adds a plus 15% chance of enemy ships being set on fire when hit in the rear of the hull. That, of course, would be the surprise butt sex effect. Wargaming actually asked me what kind of bonuses I would like to see on this mighty Jingles flag, and well, there's only really 2 things, isn't there? There's me getting ships wrong, and then there's the whole surprise butt sex thing. Unsurprisingly, Wargaming weren't too keen on having the word surprise butt sex plastered all over their World of Warships web portal. But as you can see, they did incorporate elements of the design from the surprise butt-sex flag into the mighty Jingles flag, so well done Wargaming for that. Not wanting to be outdone by those console peasants, the PC Master Race version of World of Tanks also features a new tank, the IS 8-ball, and a brand new game mode to go with it. World of Tanks PC players, moon battles are here at last. Now, while I'm certainly not knocking World of Warships' effort, it is amazing fun playing those bathtub battles, but at the end of the day they're not really any more complex as far as the gameplay is concerned than just playing standard Tier 1 battles in the starting cruisers. Fun, but nothing especially innovative about them. World of Tanks' effort, on the other hand, there's a heck of a lot more going on than it might first appear. The IS 8-ball tank itself is as much a weapon as the guns attached to it, and most of the fatalities that seem to occur in this game mode are from people being rammed, thanks to the low gravity effects, straight into these lava pools dotted around the map, as well as the random events that happen, such as meteor showers, which make the centre of the map an absolutely lethal place in which to be. So, those are the low-gravity moon battles in the IS 8-ball special tank in World of Tanks PC for this year's April Fool. One game that I don't actually play, but which introduced an absolutely hilarious April Fool's prank this year, is Rocket League. And they introduced a Ragequit Bot. Check this out. Step 1. Launch the app. Start playing Rocket League. Step 2. Join a server. Let Ragequit Bot work its magic. Watch this. There you go. Somebody scores, you don't like it. Ragequit Bot quits for you so you don't have to go to the trouble of doing it yourself. Genius. Anyway, finally, what I personally think is the best April Fool's addition to any game that I've played so far this year, at least, comes from Guild Wars 2 from ArenaNet. They haven't just added a new game mode or some new skins, they've actually added an entire new 8-bit game world, and it is absolutely fantastic. Welcome to Guild Wars 2 Super Adventure Box version. Yep, this is real. No, really. If anybody's getting flashbacks to Bubble Bobble or Super Mario Brothers at this point, it's entirely intentional. Armed with nothing more than a pointy stick, your wits and your platform running and jumping skills, which, to be fair, Guild Wars 2 has always incorporated a large element of running and jumping platforming style puzzle solving in certain of the quests. And so it only seems natural that, well, why didn't they think of this before? This is absolutely amazing. ArenaNet have really outdone themselves with this one. I mean, I've even seen full release 3D platform games that aren't as good as this temporary addition to Guild Wars 2. It really takes you back to those 8-bit platform legends like Rainbow Islands, Bubble Bobble and Mario Brothers, and there's a couple of nods to the Zelda franchise games in here as well. Well, anyway, that's it for my roundup this year of the April Fool's pranks played on us by the various different games developers. If I've missed any of note, and I almost certainly have, then feel free to share the details in the comments so we can all have a laugh. Hope you've enjoyed today's bonus video, folks, and as always, take care, and I'll catch you next time.